I think the number one symbol that I see the most often is the symbol of the chase dream. This is a dream where you're being chased by something or someone, held captive or hostage by someone, being chased by an animal or a shark in the water, or you're driving and somebody in another car is chasing you. Okay. Or you're in your home and invaders, robbers are trying to break into your home and get to you. And the symbol of something chasing you is that, remember, the way to read a dream mythopoetically is to regard every major actor in the dream as a symbol of a different part of your own inner self. Right. So when you dream of something chasing you, the thing chasing you is a part of your own inner self. And 99 times out of 100, the reason it's chasing you, you think is that it wants to hurt you or wants to do something bad to you. But that's just the propaganda, right? When you actually turn around and talk to this thing that's chasing you, either in the dream, if you have the presence of mind in the dream to do that, or after you've left the dream, you're in waking time and you remember the symbol and you talk to it in your imagination, you will find that this part of you loves you, because it's a part of you, right? It wants the best for you. It may be a little upset that you've had to exile it and ignored it for decades of your life thus far. But at the end of the day, it loves you. It wants the best for you, and its interests are perfectly aligned with you, right? If you die, it dies. Like your heart, liver, and lungs are parts of you, right? And they want the best for you because if I'm your lungs and you die, then I die along with you. So I want the best for you. But when you ignore a part of you and push it away, it cannot give you the guidance for your life path and your life journey that it needs to give you. Right? Just like your heart, liver, and lungs, if you cut it out and suppress it, they can't do their jobs properly. So they try to come to you in waking time. They try to give you warnings, discomforts, feelings in your gut that you then ignore. And almost as a last resort, they will come to you in a dream when you're asleep and your guard is down, and you can't consciously push them away. Right? If you continue to ignore it and just have this chase dream, and you're like, "Oh, it doesn't mean anything. It was just last night's spicy food or whatever." Ha ha ha. Never mind. The next escalation it will do will typically something in the physical realm, right? It'll give you insomnia, it will give you back pain, anxiety, sort of upset stomach, whatever, right? It'll just, and all these different bodily ailments have their own specific kinds of mythopoetic significance and symbolism as well. Failing that, it'll get to increasingly more sort of, serious or scary things. Again, just like a scary dream, in order to try uh, to get your attention. But it's also super exciting when I have an advisee bring me a chase dream, because I'm like, this is going to be easy. All you have to do is remember the thing that was chasing you, or even feeling that, you're like, it was a foggy night in the dream. I'm not even sure what was chasing me, but you had the feeling. Right? You had the feeling of the fear, of the anxiety, and you had the feeling of the presence. And it's like, I don't know what it was, but it was back there. So now in waking time, you can close your eyes, imagine yourself in that situation again. Again, it's just your imagination, so it's perfectly safe. And you can imagine yourself turning around, facing the thing, whatever it is, and then just talking to it. If you approach it with curiosity, wonder, and with this baseline understanding that, like, look, this is a part of me, right? Even if it's like, oh, I'm spitting venom, I'm so angry at you, and I want to yell at you and call you mean names and maybe even punch you a little again in your imagination. You can be the bigger person and say, yeah, yeah, go ahead, do everything you want, haha. And and when it's done, you're like, are you done? And it'll be like, yeah, I guess I'm done now. And it's like, all right, well, no, don't go away, come back here because I have some questions I want to ask you. Right. So what is going on? Um, do you have a message for me? What am I doing in my life right now that you need me to change? And why is that? Right? Do you fundamentally disagree, right, with the life direction we are taking right now? And if so, if you were king for a day, queen for a day, we gave you the keys to the bus of our life and just said, solo, you're driving. Um, uh, what would be your vision for our life going forward? Right? Paint us a picture. Tell us what you see. Right? No promises. We're not saying we're just going to do whatever you say, but we would like to have your proposal. Right? We are ready to hear what you have to say now, and let's just talk and see what we can come up with.